He fought only good guys in the. I mean, everyone is good in the UFC, but he's tough. But one of my coaches, he was training with him long time ago, so we know him pretty good. We know his weaknesses, we know his strength, and yeah, this camp was great. I did it in my hometown. I brought some sparring partners, and it was like not 100%, 200% only focusing on me. So my coaches was watching every round of the sparring, and if they see something I could do better, we did it immediately in the afternoon or the next day. So we was like putting a lot of quality in this camp, and feeling really good.
What was the reaction after your last fight? Because I have seen that knockout hundreds of times already. It's been on every highlight reel the UFC have played.
Yeah, it's going crazy on the social media. It was crazy. Everything, and I made a big statement in the UFC light heavyweight division, and I got ranked, and they start to knowing me now, the other fighters, and especially in the top 10, because I would be a potential opponent for them. And yeah, it was very good for me, for my career, big step, but this is already past, and Volkan is the next on Saturday.
Yeah. What do you think Volkan's expecting from you?
I respect him, but I think he gonna respect me even more because of that. Because after I knocked out Jimmy, we was meeting each other. I saw Volkan in the lobby in Stockholm because he was supposed to fight Latifi there, but he didn't. And we did when I did the same thing in Stockholm with you guys. Before we entered, I was with Volkan. We standing. We was talking everything. After the fight, he just looked at me and said nothing, just turned the head and away. So he was like, what the fuck is happened now? And yeah, I can expect from Volkan, he gonna come, in every fight he does the same, he never do a game plan, he's always the same pace, always coming forward, always the same punches, I think in this fight he's gonna be a little bit more not so aggressive. He's gonna wait. He's gonna expect that I'm gonna explode on him. But yeah, I'm a smarter guy.
Yeah. Are we expecting any grappling in this match? Is this a kickboxing match?
No. You can expect everything. I'm ready for wrestling, grappling, striking. When I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna be okay. I want to fight on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna take him down. I want to stand up. I'm gonna lead this. It's gonna go where I want, and yeah, that's it.
Can I ask why you didn't go to American Top Team for this camp?
Yeah, I also I got a son 3 months ago, and
Congratulations.
thank you. And also one reason of that because he got born end of September, and it was like 2 weeks to be with them and then go to American Top Team. It makes no sense because I have a strong mind and strong mentality. I would go there, and I would do my training camp, but my head would be with them, because my wife gonna be alone with him, and it's not easy. So I decided, I was talking with my coaches, we had like 3-4 meetings to plan everything, and we planned to do it here in Vienna, to brought some sparring partners. One of them is Yannick. I brought him also to Korea, so we sparred together last week.
Birmingham in a house.
Yeah, I brought also some other guys from England, and also some local guys from Vienna. They are pretty good. Yeah, we planned everything, and I had enough time to recover between trainings. I had my room in our flat. I had my room, so I was sleeping alone, closing the door. I didn't hear my wife, the kid. I didn't hear nothing. So really focusing on the fight. Yeah.
And how is it, I know from just the personal experience of having a young baby and stuff, it does change things in many respects, but for you, what's been the things that you've noticed about yourself since you've become a dad?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, every morning when I woke up in the camp, and I go through the kitchen, I see them sleeping, I see my wife and my kids, you know, and I just have a look there, and that's motivate me, you know, that gives me extra boost, you know. I know, okay, it's Thursday, we're gonna spar hard. Oh, I'm so tired from the whole entire week, you know. I'm gonna just watch him and my wife, and I say, man, I do it for them. You know, this is my motivation. Also for myself, because I want to be a champion in future. But also I want to have for my son, to give him something when he's growing up, you know. So it's an extra motivation boost. And also in some situations in the sparring, when I had when I was tired, when it was a bad situation, I was thinking on him, you know, and I said, hey, man, you do it for him, and then boom, and that's only.
I can imagine the boom as well. The way you're sparring.
And only positives, nothing negative again. And I wish everyone on the world that have a kid, so he feels the real love.
Yeah. So how will that feel when you step into the octagon on Saturday?
Man, I was like, when I think on this, my hair is up, you know. So I'm gonna be focused on Saturday. I'm gonna talk before I went to the arena to my wife and to see him. But then after, it's only tunnel vision and only focusing on Volkan and only him and nobody else. And yeah, this is part of the job. And when it's finished, when the fight is finished, then I'm turned to myself again.
What do you expect from Volkan in the first round? What do you think he's going to do?
We was talking a little bit. Me and my coaches last night. We can expect everything. We was talking also, maybe he gonna go for the takedown because he don't want to engage with me. It could happen. If not, he gonna come, like I said, coming step by step forward, trying these wild hooks, trying the low kick and everything else. But I think he gonna do this. But I'm gonna be ready also. If he comes to me, if he start to wrestle with me, it's gonna be a surprise for me. It's gonna be a gift for me. It's gonna be a gift for me because I put a lot of work in wrestling and grappling with my coaches and with the other coaches in Vienna. And we have a good wrestling base there. We have a lot of Chechenians there. Our wrestling coach is a Chechenian, 55-year-old Chechenian, and we all know the Russians are one of the best wrestlers, you know, in the business. And I'm ready for it.
Whenever I speak to you, you come across such a nice guy, and I look at certain different people who fight in the UFC, and some of them are athletes, some of them are martial artists and fighters, and you're a fucking fighter. I can see that. Where does that come from? You tap into that really well for your fights. Where is that from?
I mean, I grew up in Vienna in a district where it was a lot of violence and not so many Austrian people in Austria. So I grew up with many cultures like Serbs, Turks, Albanian, and it was a lot of violence on the street, fighting every day in the park. And I grew up there, but that makes me stronger. And then with 13, I decided, okay, I don't want to fight in the park for what? I go to the gym, I train and the sparring, and that's it, you know. And I grew up with them. I do it my half of my life. I do it with this. And also one big fact is my father. You know, my father brought me to the sport, and my father in the beginning, since he turning now older, he becoming more soft. He was really hard to me, you know, and everything I did, you know, I went to the kickboxing match, I won. I told him, yeah, I won. He said, yeah, nice, okay. You know, he was like never like saying, yeah, very good, I'm so proud of you, you know, maybe once in the year, maybe, you know. But this makes me, you know, I want to impress him and then me, you know, myself, you know. So, and now he's becoming older and he is now more nervous than me, and he's talking like, maybe, I don't know, you should stop to fight, I cannot see you watching, I cannot watch you to fight, you know. And they say, man, this is my job now, and I decide to do this, and you have to handle with them, you know. So this is one big reason. That's because I'm like that.
Okay. Cool.
Did he expect you to make this into a profession?
No. He told me I will start kickboxing with 13 years old, and he told me like he put me in the gym because the most difficult years are like from 13 till 20, you know. Then you have then you know where your life gonna be, you know, if you're gonna go on this side or this side, you know. And he put me into the kickboxing, and I also wanted, and he said, yeah, you need also only to train until 18, you know, and then you can stop if you want. Just, you know, a little bit to defend, self-confidence. Then I turned 18, then he said, do it 2 more years, so you're getting better and better, you know. And then with 19, you know, I was like training from 13 till 19 kickboxing, and then with 19, I was like, I don't want only kickboxing, I want something more, because kickboxing is boring, you know. If I want to be stronger than you, I need to be everywhere stronger, on the ground, and then with 19 I go to MMA, and yeah, then I start with 19. I did my first pro fight, you know, because in Austria they don't have amateurs, not at that time, not.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was working 8 hours a day, but training, fighting, and then I told him, man, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna do only this. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna support you, but he didn't knew how far he's gonna go, you know. And we are now here in the top of the world, and now he becomes like, you know, like a little bit scary. Every time I talking to him, he said, man, I woke up in the night, I was thinking on you, I mean, be calm, don't worry, I'm ready. And he cannot watch my fights.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How much difference did it make winning a performance bonus in your last fight as well? Did that help out at home? And
yeah, of course. It's I mean, a little bit extra cash is always good.
Sure.
But I'm now in that time where I invest
in
almost everything in myself.
Are you on a new contract yet, or are you still on?
I'm still on my. I signed a new contract before the Jimmy fight.
Oh, okay.
So this is the second fight in a new contract.
Okay.
But I'm now in this position. I want to save money only for my family, but not so much, you know. But I invest everything what I have in myself.
Yeah.
Because the time gonna come. Maybe I'm gonna turn 28 in February, so the time gonna come maybe me with 35. Then I'm gonna make some money and invest in myself. But now, not in my to save some money. But now is the time not to save the money. Now is the time to invest in myself. You know, to getting better, to get where I want, and then if you have the name, and if you have everything you want, then you can. Then the saving money is then easy.
Yeah. Nice.
Very cool.
What's your son's name?
So Andre.
Is the UFC big in Austria?
We have current 2 fighters. Me and the Wonder Boy. Yes, Ismail.
What about Tyson? Obviously,
He's sometimes he's in Vienna, sometimes not. But I don't know where he fights for Austria or for Russia. I think for Russia.
Yeah.
He fights for Russia. Yeah. So we have me and the Austrian Wonder Boy Ismail, very good guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Yeah, we are good friends, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And when I signed with the UFC 2 years ago, and I won my first fight, won my second fight, then the people are start to recognize the UFC in Austria, but it's still not where it has to be. But I'm not Austrian. I'm from the Balkans. I'm Serbian, and they're crazy there.
Yeah. Have you got a lot of support?
Man, a lot. Me and my coach Richie. We was going 1 month ago to KSW in Zagreb. This is Zagreb is Croatia. So before there was one country. Man, we went out for it in a wrong exit. The people saw me. they came like 200-300 to make pictures. You know, I need to run away because it was like really, it was like so much. You know, and I get so much support from them. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is. And I told my wife, everyone who lives there, he wants to come to Austria, Germany to live there to have a better life. I told my wife, man, we have to go there. We're gonna have a better life there because of my name, you know.
Yeah.
So and yeah, in Austria it's pretty big, but in Balkan it's exploding. Exploding.
What happens next year?
Next year, after I beat Volkan, I want a main event fight. I want a 5-round fight. It doesn't matter if the 5 rounds go all the 5 rounds, or if I finish it in the first round. I want to taste the preparation also, you know. I mean, I am now in the shape I can go 5 rounds, but still, if I'm in my mind, I have to fight 5 rounds. We're gonna train different, you know, especially in the strength and conditioning part, and also in the sparrings. So, yeah, and this is what I want before I fight for the title. I want to taste, because John Jones, he fought many times 5 rounds, and he know how to handle 5 rounds. He's very economic. He fights. He know when he can put pressure, when not.
He doesn't know how to fight 3 rounds now.
Yeah.
That'll be the thing.
Yeah.
Everything he's done is 5 rounds, right?
Yes. And yeah, I want to taste this. Yeah.
3 fights next year.
Probably. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Great fight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you.